friends, today I'm going to teach you how to make my pumpkin carrot cake. This is probably what you would get if pumpkin bread and carrot cake got married and had a baby. This is actually a fairly healthy cake. It's loaded with beta carotene from the carrots and the pumpkin. You've got nuts, so you're getting fiber. It's not only easy to make, it's delicious. I have it glazed in a cream cheese frosting. If you don't want as much sugar, you can eat it without. It's absolutely yummy either way. So stay tuned while I make this from start to finish. This recipe has been on Family Savvy for years, and I drug it up because I had some canned pumpkin. The pictures are so old. This was before I had my new kitchen, and I thought this is a great time to update all of my images and make this recipe again. Could not be easier. What we're going to do is we are going to start. I've got all my ingredients out. I'm preheating my oven to 350, and I'm going to go ahead and spray a Bundt pan. Now in the recipe it says spring form. I'm going to do a Bundt pan. I'm going to do one with smoother rounded edges. I'm not going to do one with really sharp edges like my sunburst because it'll be easier to turn it out when it's cool, especially using the cooking spray. So I'm just going to spray it all over. When you use your cooking spray with flour, you want to make sure you get the entire inside, because if any bit of that batter with all that sugar sticks, it can prevent either the whole cake from turning out, or it can leave some of it stuck to the pan and just ruin the looks. And remember, floured cooking spray. To a large bowl, we're going to add eggs. I always like to go ahead and break my eggs apart and give them a good whisk, because some eggs, it can take a little bit of elbow grease to break them up, and that way they're already broken up and whisked before you start piling things on top of them, and then it's much harder to make sure that you've broken them up evenly. Okay, then we're going to get the pumpkin. This is real organic pumpkin. It's not pumpkin filling, it's pumpkin puree. So we're gonna add it. Wheat, eggs, pumpkin, sugars. So we have brown sugar and white sugar, and the recipe will be linked. I'm not gonna give you all the measurements now. I'm just gonna show you the ingredients. Spices, we have salt, baking soda, baking powder, and then the spices, oh, they smell so good. Just those warm fall spices. We have a tiny bit of cloves, cinnamon, and pumpkin pie spice. We're going to add our vanilla. It's about 2 teaspoons. I'm just going to judge. This is clear vanilla, that's why it looks, clear vanilla. I'm so glad this was not almond extract. Almond extract would not go well with this. So now we're just going to mix this together. You do not have to have a hand mixer. You just use a little elbow grease. Of course you can, but you don't need to. Oh my goodness, guys, there's something about these fall spices and a carrot cake and pumpkin bread. We're having our small group tomorrow, our young married couples that come over on Mondays, and we do fellowship food. They're all married, but the guys and the girls eat dinner together, and then we all come together, and Zane does a lesson, Bible study, or practical topical lesson, and we love it. So I thought, I'm gonna make a fall cake for all of our people. Okay, so we have this. See how smooth and easy? We're going to add the carrots. This is a cup of carrots, and I bought them already shredded like this. Not only is this giving them some heft, this is adding fiber and beta carotene. Think of the beta carotene in this cake. We have carrots and pumpkin. Beta carotene, vitamin C. Okay, guys, but it's okay. When I was doing the eggs and all of that, I was supposed to add the oil. So I'm going to go ahead and add my oil. This is Costa Rica Everyday Extra Virgin Olive Oil. It is not strongly flavored, but you still get all of those polyphenols that are so antioxidant rich and good for you. So this cake actually has some healthy ingredients. Fresh carrots, fresh organic pumpkin, extra virgin olive oil. Now, all we do is add the flour, and then baking powder, baking soda, salt. We've already added those, so now we're just going to add the flour. After I get this mixed really well, then I'm going to add the nuts. Now, if you are allergic to nuts, of course you don't have to add them, but I love pecans in this. You could certainly use walnuts. I'm going to do pecans, and it's better to go ahead and mix your cake before you add the pecans, and you just mix it until you don't see any more white flour. So just like this. See how easy this is? Okay, here are the pecans. So just gonna stir those in. You can glaze this with cream cheese glaze or cream cheese frosting. I actually bought some, never seen it before, but it's Philadelphia, the cream cheese company, Philadelphia. They had in the dairy case a container of cream cheese frosting. Because today is very busy, tomorrow's small group, and since that's in the fridge, I think I'm gonna try it instead of making cream cheese frosting, which I do love. And I will say that this cake probably is just fine without cream cheese frosting. And also, you could just put just a nice thick glaze with milk or buttermilk and some confectioner sugar. I love a glaze. Sometimes if an icing is too sweet, it can distract from the cake. Okay, so that's all there is to it. I'm gonna bake this and I'll come back and show you all when it's complete. Okay, my friends, look at this cake. And I'm here to tell you, it smells fantastic. You can see the nuts, you can see the carrots, and it's moist. I'm going to let this cool probably a couple of hours because I'm so scared to turn these cakes out, any type of baked good, when it's still warm. But this is all there was to it. You see that I just put everything in the bowl, stirred it, put it in the oven. I will update the blog post with all of the content as well as the finished product. I'm so glad you followed along, and I appreciate all of you. Always leave any comments, any questions and suggestions for new content or anything that you would like for me to discuss related to home, family, faith, and more. As always, thank you so much for being here today, and until next time, be blessed and stay savvy.